Welcome to the VS Criminal Defense Attorneys podcast, providing an informative resource on criminal law with a specific focus on sex crimes. From protecting yourself from false accusations to understanding the exact boundaries of the law, being informed is always the best first line of defense. This podcast series is reviewed and approved by attorney Michelle Villanueva-Scura.
In this podcast, we'll carefully examine why you need aggressive legal representation when facing molestation charges in the state of Arizona and how to avoid lifelong consequences. If you're facing charges of molestation, it is critical to contact an experienced Phoenix sex crime defense lawyer immediately. Sex crime charges are aggressively prosecuted in Arizona, with severe lifelong consequences upon conviction. You deserve to be represented by a lawyer who understands the severity of the situation and fights relentlessly to protect your rights. The earlier you consult with a lawyer, the better your legal outcome will be. At VS Criminal Defense Attorneys, we are equipped to handle the most complicated of situations, so do not hesitate to contact us. In the meantime, listen to the information we have prepared for you. First of all, let's review the things you should avoid when facing molestation accusations. If you're accused of molestation in Arizona, it's essential to approach the situation with care and follow certain guidelines to protect your rights and ensure a fair legal process. Here are some things you should avoid. Do not speak to the police without an attorney. You have the right to remain silent. It's generally advisable not to speak to the police or provide statements without an attorney present. Anything you say can be used against you. Avoid contact with the accuser. Do not contact the person who has accused you of molestation. Direct or indirect communication can be seen as tampering with witnesses or harassment and could complicate your legal situation. Don't discuss the case publicly. Avoid discussing the details of the case with anyone other than your attorney. This includes friends, family, colleagues, or the media. Public statements can be used against you. Do not delete or alter evidence. Tampering with or destroying any evidence related to the case is illegal and can have severe consequences. It's essential to preserve all evidence and let your attorney handle this aspect of the case. Don't violate court orders. Comply with all court orders, including restraining orders or any other conditions set by the court. Failing to do so can lead to additional legal problems. Do not retaliate against the accuser. Avoid any actions that may be perceived as threats or retaliation against the accuser or witnesses. This can lead to additional criminal charges and weaken your defense. Do not accept a plea deal without legal advice. If the prosecution offers a plea deal, do not accept it without consulting your attorney. Plea deals have significant implications, and it's essential to understand all the consequences before making a decision. And do not engage in suspicious behavior. Any actions that may be interpreted as trying to evade or interfere with the legal process should be avoided. This includes attempting to leave the jurisdiction or hiding from law enforcement. Remember that facing molestation charges is a serious matter, and anything you say or do can impact the outcome of your case. It's crucial to seek legal representation from an experienced attorney who can guide you through the process, protect your rights, and advocate on your behalf. Now, let's understand the penalties for molestation charges in Arizona. It is imperative to understand that any sex crime in Arizona can be considered a felony, with decades in prison upon your conviction. The following examples represent the variety of charges and contexts that can arise, each with severe consequences. When dealing with molestation with no prior conviction, under ARS Section 13-1406, you are charged with a Class 2 felony and could face a minimum prison time of 5.25 years, a presumptive time of 7 years, and an aggravated maximum prison sentence of 14 years. If it is a case of molestation with one prior conviction, it is also a Class 2 felony. But you would be facing a minimum prison time of 7 years, a presumptive time of 10.5 years, and an aggravated maximum prison time of 21 years. If you are facing a molestation charge with 2 or more prior convictions, it will also be considered a Class 2 felony. However, your minimum prison time could go up to 14 years, the presumptive time up to 15.75 years, and the aggravated maximum sentence up to 28 years. Finally, if this is a case of molestation of a child under ARS Section 13-1410, it would be considered a Class 2 felony, with a minimum prison time of 10 years, a presumptive time of 17 years, and an aggravated maximum prison time of 24 years. Lastly, why should anyone hire a Phoenix sex crime defense lawyer when facing molestation charges? Retaining legal counsel is of utmost importance when facing molestation charges for several compelling reasons. First, we can protect your rights. An attorney will ensure that your constitutional rights are protected throughout the legal process. This includes your right to remain silent, the right to a fair trial, and the right to due process. We have expertise in criminal law. Defense attorneys have a deep understanding of criminal law, including relevant statutes, case law, and court procedures. They can navigate the legal system effectively to build a strong defense. We will develop a robust defense strategy. An experienced attorney will analyze the evidence, interview witnesses, and investigate the circumstances surrounding the case. They will use this information to construct a comprehensive and effective defense strategy tailored to your specific situation. We have exceptional negotiation skills. Attorneys are skilled negotiators. They can engage with the prosecution to explore potential plea bargains or alternative resolutions that may be more favorable to you. We do cross-examination of witnesses. Your attorney will skillfully cross-examine witnesses presented by the prosecution, aiming to challenge their credibility and create doubt when necessary. We have access to valuable resources. Attorneys have access to investigative resources, expert witnesses, and support staff who can strengthen your case. We ensure protection of sensitive information. Sexual molestation cases often involve sensitive and private information. A defense attorney will handle this information discreetly and protect your privacy. We will minimize the impact on your life. Being accused of molestation can have severe consequences on your personal and professional life. An attorney will work to minimize the impact of the case on your reputation and future opportunities. With us, you'll have improved chances of a favorable outcome. With legal representation, you stand a better chance of obtaining a favorable outcome, whether that means having the charges dropped, securing an acquittal, or negotiating a reduced sentence. And we are experts in local laws. A local attorney will have a strong understanding of Arizona's laws and the legal practices in your jurisdiction, which can be advantageous in your defense. Sexual molestation charges are exceptionally serious and can result in life-altering consequences. Engaging legal counsel ensures that you have an experienced advocate who will fight aggressively to achieve the best possible outcome for your case. Remember, if you are facing molestation charges in Arizona, it's critical to immediately consult with our qualified criminal defense attorneys to receive the best legal representation and ensure your rights are protected. Because the state of Arizona takes sex crime charges so seriously, you can rest assured that law enforcement will leave no stone unturned in their investigation into your charges. Discuss your case with our experienced Phoenix sex crimes law firm to learn what your options are and how best to move forward. With decades of collective experience representing clients in a variety of complicated situations, VS Criminal Defense Attorneys is a 5-star molestation defense law firm in Phoenix and your #1 choice. When you consult with our legal team, we take time to understand you and your situation in order to build a strong, individualized defense. At VS Criminal Defense Attorneys, we are available 24/7 to offer support and legal guidance. We are ready to defend your rights with confidence. To schedule your molestation case consultation with our team of lawyers, call our office today at 480-923-9001 or visit us online at vsattorney.com.
Thank you for listening to the VS Criminal Defense Attorneys podcast. VS Criminal Defense Attorneys are focused on offering clients personalized service and aggressive representation. Our attorneys are passionate about individual rights, government accountability, and personal freedom. No matter what you are charged with, our criminal defense attorneys will be there to guide you. Call today to schedule your strategy session. It is time to fight back.